Hello, Bucks fans. Welcome back to Real Bucks Talk. In today's video, I'm going to talk about the Buccaneers offense. What is going to be new for this season? We've already mentioned more 11 personnel, as you see on the screen, but also we've heard Chris Godwin talk about the complexity of it and also the player control that is going to be implemented this season, which I think is a huge factor. Giving more control to Baker Mayfield, more control to the the playmakers of this offense. I think that's a big factor, and we'll hear Chris here in a minute talk about it, talk about what he likes about the offense, the marriage of the run and the pass, just a lot of good things to expect. And I think it's coming together very nicely as they get going here throughout the offseason. But with that said, let's turn it over here to Chris Godwin.
Chris, what's the best thing about Liam Cohen's offense conceptually, either what you're learning in the classroom or on the field here?
I think, like I was saying earlier, I think it's a lot of diversity. I think that there's going to be a lot of moving parts for defense to have to figure out, and I think how they're teaching it is going to allow for us to have, how do I say, a lot of cohesiveness within the offense, right? We have a bunch of different terms and phrases that can get us into one formation or one play that looks like a different play. So I think how it all marries up will be really beneficial for us.
With a lot of those bunch formations too.
Yeah.
That has to help in terms of some free releases, either for you or other guys within that bunch formation.
Yeah, for sure. It helps with free releases, but it also helps with the run game. So I'm sure it helps the offensive line. I think it'll probably help with the quarterback as well, just in terms of being able to ID what the defense is doing. There's clearly a lot of thought that goes into what we do. And I appreciate how passionate Liam is about what he does. He's really juiced up about this. So I think it's going to be fun.
Yeah, so there you hear from Chris Godwin just talking about the offense, the marriage of the run and the pass, also the complexity, diversity, a lot of moving parts, and then you heard about the bunch formations, and that brings me to this play here: being able to get one-on-ones, being able to get free releases, helping out the run game, also the quarterback as well. But here's a great play, and this is an example of the Rams back in the NFC Championship game. They have Cooper Kupp here on the inside, and you can see, um, Chris Godwin doing this where you have bunch formations. You have a tight end out here, another receiver. They're running post ends, and then Cooper's running a pretty much a slot fade here to get a one-on-one and wins the play and ends up scoring a touchdown. And we'll let the play run here as you guys can see it play out. You see it here again. Cooper on the bottom of the screen there wins the one-on-one matchup, gets the touchdown. Just a very well-designed play where you're getting that matchup that you want. You're creating confusion from the inside. Good job by the quarterback, and just a well-executed play there by the Rams. So you have to like that. And this is the beauty of this offense that you're going to see more and more this season as we're creating matchups for our playmakers, whether that's Godwin or Mike Evans, getting those favorable matchups to make it easier for the quarterback, get a better percentage completion, and just be more efficient. I think that's the key word to look at. But, Godwin talked about just having fun. It should be fun. And also, the moving parts and just the communication part of it, being on the same page, building that cohesiveness, having multiple terms where you can show one play, but actually it's a different play. So I'm really excited about that. And here's Godwin again. He's going to talk more about just having more player control and putting the emphasis on the players.
It's got to be huge in this kind of offense with Baker calling the play. Basically, got the line with multiple plays coming in, and then you call it the last minute here.
Yeah, that's a great point. Communication is at a premium. In the huddle and at the line of scrimmage. But that's why we're here, working on it now. So that when we get to training camp, we're not starting from the ground. We already have the foundation and we can really build from there.
How's the install going? What stands out to you about it?
I think just how complex it is was probably the thing that stands out the most right now. We have to learn, we have to know a lot. As an offense, as receivers, we have to know a lot. But it's cool that they put the onus on the players, because at the end of the day, we're the ones that's out there playing. So for us to be kind of empowered in that way, I think has been a cool change, and I think it's something that as we kind of build and as we learn, like we'll be able to see guys take a little bit more and more control.
Yeah, there you go. Just talking about more control and more emphasis on the players, I think is a great thing to hear, and hopefully we see it this season. But just coming together, being on the same page, having that cohesion and also just continuity, I think is important. But giving the control to the players to make changes at the line of scrimmage, with Baker, or moving guys around in different parts, utilizing the matchups that you want to present. But here's another example on how it's going to help the run game. This is a pretty standard run from a Liam Cohen offense. It's a basically a duo run with a wrap. So the wrap is the receiver or tight end coming in motion to help out in the blocking scheme. And this is something that you can see Chris Godwin doing, coming in motion, coming around the corner to set up outside runs, to set up space. And I think that's really fun to see. But we'll let this play run as you'll see it here. But just a great job of setting this up. You see the receiver coming around and just create alleyways because you have the down blocking there. You're going to see it here, end zone angle. Just a great job of moving pieces, displacing defenders. You see the linebackers already confused a little bit. So just creating those alleyways for your running back to be more efficient. I think that's really exciting. Um, and again, this is a great article here by Coach Koo. It's on Substack. So check it out. It's the duo with X, Y, or Z wrap. So basically, that's either receiver or the tight end coming to help that wrap block on the edge and create more explosive runs. So really excited to see that. We saw the bunch formation. This is a formation you're probably going to see a lot in this offense where you're just creating those one-on-one matchups. And that's the beauty, I think, of this offense. It's going to be really exciting to see how it all comes together. How quickly can they get, on the same page and create that cohesion to be a more efficient offense this season, and hopefully that means more points for the Buccaneers and more victories as well. So something to look for, guys. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button. Comment down below your thoughts of the offense. What are you expecting to see? Can we expect to see more explosive plays and more just overall efficiency for the Buccaneers offense in 2024? Let us know. And with that said, until the next one.